Hey guys, HandBananaPvP, and we're going to be going over the Tier 5 Cavalry unit, the Fire Lancers today, and dive into the Doctrine setup, Veterancy line, and some tips and tricks to make you into a shotgun blasting nightmare in no time. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. Alright, so this is a Doctrine setup by using these guys. There's only really one way to do this. I mean, you could swap out the piercing defense for health, but I would go with piercing defense. There's really not any other way to do it. So considering Fire Lances, as well as they are a cavalry unit, they're not like a melee cav or a lance cav, so they don't really have any specialized doctrines. So you're going to want to go with an assassination, a breakthrough doctrine, blunt damage and blunt armor penetration, as that's a damage type they do, and piercing defense, and that's what you're going to want to run for doctrines. Moving on to the Veterancy here. So for the Veterancy, on the My Games version of the game, you are going to want to go undoubtedly top line. Top line focuses on their melee damage, which it just really boosts up, and it's all blunt damage. So you know, as we know, blunt damage is the best type of damage in the game because units and not so much heroes, but units, they all have very low blunt defense pretty much. So blunt damage is very good. You get double strike in the top line. You get a bunch of damage. You can knock enemies over, which is another trait, which is good. And then you get some points in the bottom line to boost that range damage. I have heard on the Frontier version of the game, there's a doctrine that speeds up the reload time, making the bottom line viable. But on this version, it just ain't gonna work. You want to go top line 100%. So now we're going to get into the tips and tricks portion of the guide. And to start, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Billeting Officer and go to the unit training area, which you can find in your region's main city. Alright, to start here, guys, we're going to go with their melee. So for the melee, that's the way you don't want to use it. Like I've said with other cavalry, see they shoot their guns right there. So this is me just hitting V and letting them do what they want. Whilst they do have a better V attack than some of the other cavalry units, you don't want to just hit V on cavalry units because they go around, they're running the pikes, there's no smart AI, they just go in and die, so you don't want to do that. So this is the way you want to use their melee here, and this is very unique to this cavalry unit only. Like, I wouldn't recommend using this method with any other cavalry units. You see how I'm doing XV, XV, I'm resetting their attack every time that they attack. Now with their high damage and low defense, you want to utilize this mechanic because if you don't, then they're not going to kill the unit fast enough to like not take damage. So if you use the XV mechanic, you will kill the unit before it kills you. That's pretty much the big thing with this unit. It's like a kind of like a glass cannon. So I'll show you again here. Go in, XV, XV, XV. You see, like they start to raise the lances and they hit, and they raise the lances and hit. That's me resetting their attack every time. But this is the only cavalry unit I recommend doing this with. Now when it comes to the charge, there's a couple different ways you can use it, and I've been learning a lot about these guys over the past week or so, using them from like friends and people commented on the montage video and all that stuff. This is the way you don't want to use it. You don't want to use it when they're like far away, like a lance cav unit, like a hussar or something. It just doesn't work out well. You don't want to do that. All right, so one great way you can use their charge here is that you X the unit up to the unit you're trying to kill, and right when they do their first attack, you activate the charge instantly, and you see it insta-gibs the whole unit. It's one of the great ways to use their charge, and if you have any other ways that you use their charge, let me know down in the comments below. Another way you can use their charge defensively instead of offensively is go up to the unit you're trying to kill, and I should be XV spamming here, but I forgot because I'm so used to Xing through units. You XV spam the unit to death, and then what you do is you use the charge to retreat. Considering they're a very low speed unit, using this charge to retreat at times can be advantageous, so you can do that as well. Really quickly before we get into some gameplay here, being a content creator for Conqueror's Blade, you can use my code HandBananaPvP, all lowercase letters, to buy creator packs on the My Games store, which helps support the channel. Just recently there was a new pack release called the Siren Sons Bundle. It has a really cool unit skin in it and a couple other goodies, so you can grab that if you want. I appreciate it. One more thing. I know it's Tuesday, but as I said in my community post there, I had to delay the video to today because of a couple things that I'm doing. Today, obviously, there will still be a giveaway, but I'm going to change that up a little bit, how I'm going to do it, because I want to be able to include people from all versions of the game. I want to bring that community together. There's no reason for us to be separated. So what I'm going to do is every single week, every Monday, as I can, we're going to do a $10 Steam gift card for the winner of the giveaway. So it'll be one winner every week that gets a $10 Steam gift card. To enter this giveaway, what you're going to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and in the comments below, if you want to leave it with you just leave it with your regular comment. If you want to say something nice about the video or something else, that's all good. And what you're going to do is you're going to put !blast in your comment, and then you will be entered into the giveaway. And then the winner will be drawn on Friday night. And without further ado, guys, let's get into some gameplay. All right, let's get it. So here we're on Valley Fortress defending. We got the short sword over here. He's got a group of spear sergeants. We're coming up on him. He doesn't notice the firelances are right there, and he gets insta-gibbed. Oh my god, it's crazy. Like so even on like a tanky hero like a short sword, anything like that, the shotgun blast, if you are close enough, or fire lance blast, I should say. If you are close enough, it just insta-gibbs the crap out of heroes, and they are so much fun to use. I'm really liking this unit a lot. Another one here, we're on Algolia defending. We're with the Ico crew, a couple of them. And so this is just going to show here, like, this was probably like beginning of the week. Like, I have a lot of really inexperience with this unit. I've been learning a lot throughout the week, just talking to people and listening to you guys from the comments in the montage video. Those were so helpful. So thank you so much for the feedback there. So like what we're doing here, we just killed the whole unit of peeps. You got a whole unit of Imperial Archers here. As you can see, they just take care of like those low armor units like it's nothing. Kill the guy, and then we get this musket running away, and he gets shot in the back. See you later. That's the one thing that's really cool about this unit, with having that range capability. The only thing is it's really unpredictable as to like when it's going to shoot. Just because like it'll shoot through walls. It's kind of a little buggy, but nonetheless really fun to use. As you can see, I used the charge from a distance again, like I told you not to do. Like this is really it's not really the way to use it. Thankfully, it works out okay here. I mean, most of them ended up dying from it because like what happens is they stagger. But nonetheless, we get in here, we clean up the rest of these units, and, in 40 seconds, I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but, we get the W, and it was a great game. Quick one here on Valley Fortress defending again. This just shows you, like, the kind of what I showed in the training area, doing, like, that point-blank charge right when they're up on the enemy, and you see we get, like, 20, 25 kills there just, like, instantly. That quick burst. This was probably later on in the week when I was getting a little more experience with them. And then we get a kill, we save the point. And yet another one here on Valley Fortress defending. I think this is all the same game if I remember correctly. But what I did here is I X'd the unit up to the units I wanted to kill and in the point. And I activated the charge instantly right when they're up on the units. Get the glaive ulti in there. Take care of, I think it was a dual blade that was invisible, and then that maul goes down. We're just wreaking havoc on this point. Nobody knows what to do. That short sword dies. This guy's low health. He's gonna go down. Yep, see you later. And then, we just saved that whole point with that Fire Lance charge. It's something people don't expect, especially when you see Fire Lancers, because they're not necessarily, they're not meta. Like, they're not like, like the Keshig or the Hussar. So when people see them, they kind of underestimate them a little bit, which can give you, like, a really good advantage. Another one here, we got Conqueror Castle attacking. We're coming around here with the fire lance. We see the brace pike militia and the line formation, which is kind of weird. I mean, the only time you really do that is when there's like, spear sergeants there or something blocking it. And what we do is we kind of just guide them around. We didn't fully get them around, but we got them kind of into the side of that unit. Went in there. We're going in with the short sword, and then we just CC all the rest of the units. When we're just like, we're micromanaging our unit around, and then that that long sword just gets instant-gibbed by the blast. Then we got another one here from the new free battle on White Elk Fort on Sunday nights on the NA server. We got these monastic knights trying to retreat, and then we just point blank charge them with the fire lancers. And fire lancers are actually really, really good for taking out enemy cavalry if you do it right. The Stondachi is trying to get away. He ain't gonna get away. He gets shot by the fire lance. And then, we're just sitting here just trying to figure out what to do, what's going on. We got this Maul trying to heal up here. Another one just insta-killed. Heavy armor just instantly. And then we get these monastics here. What we're going to do, we're going to try to hit him in the back. We got a spear here. He manages to get away a little bit, but we're just getting those shots in, getting that melee in. I probably should have been XVing a little bit there more. Like I said, not super experienced with the unit. So, again, I would like to reiterate in the comments below, if you would like to give some feedback on the unit, it would be much appreciated. Guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun making this video. I encourage y'all to join my Discord. The link will be down below in the video description. I also made a shout out on my new community page for reaching 1K subscribers because you guys are so awesome. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe so we're going to be making a hell of a lot more of these in the future. Thank you, people. I love you. Have a good one.